What's up, everybody? We're back.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back to a Metalhead's Journey. Hey, so if you're watching this, hopefully you checked out our entire top 50 metal albums list of all time. And if you haven't, stop now and go. Okay, look, you don't have to stop, but you should definitely go check that out. But hey, look, we're tired of doing reviews here for a little bit, so we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have some fun. We actually did, you can see Dave over there with his nerd glasses on. Dave does math, okay? And Dave mathed out that we have a perfect amount of Metallica songs to do a full-blown best Metallica song bracket. We're going to do every Metallica song in this bracket. We're going to put every song against every song, okay? And by the end of this 8-episode, journey, see what I did there, Metalhead Journey that we're on, we're going to determine what is really the best Metallica song. Now, I would tell you, we're calling this project the Master of Brackets, okay? Now, what I would tell you right off the top is we don't have any instrumentals available in this thing.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
All right, fine. We have instrumentals. Okay, but as you may or may not know, in a bracket situation, okay, it's all based on votes, and you need an odd number of people to be able to get the votes right, and there are typically 4 of us here. So we had to go way back into the Wayback Machine here, and we had to go get our man Jonah. This is friend of the show, Jonah. Metallica fan. He's been a friend of ours for damn near 15 years, something like that.
It's been a while.
It's about that, yeah.
He did ditch us in World of Warcraft. We'll come back to that another time. But hey, for now, he's coming to our rescue here. He's going to be the 5th member of this journey.
But only if he votes in your favor, right?
Well, we all know you got him here because he's going to vote in your favor. All right, so here's the deal. We've never done a bracket on this channel before, so let me lay it out for you here how this is going to work. We're gonna shuffle this bracket. Not 3 times, not 5 times. We're going to shuffle it 4 times. And that way we get matchups that none of us have ever seen before. So that way we're all learning the matchups at the same time as you, our loyal fans, are.
Yeah. And just to be clear, as Josh said, we do know the songs that are in this set. We just don't know who the matchups are going to be against.
We don't know the matchups.
Yeah. So
And so we're going to break this into 16 song brackets here. So this first set tonight is 16 random songs that were just thrown into the pot.
Point of order, we did not include Lulu tracks for those that are keeping score. And
well, what did we include though, Dave?
We did include, may or may not get appearances on this set, but we did include the 4 Beyond Magnetic songs from the Beyond Magnetic EP. And we also we were one so well we included Lords of Summer, and we were 1 song short to make it a nice even number. So of course we included the classic "We Did It Again" as part of the Swizz Beats album with Ja Rule. Had to.
Dude, that's gonna. I predict that's gonna go on a Cinderella run.
It could. Guys, we ready to shuffle this thing and get started?
Let's do it.
All right. Shuffled once, shuffled
Let's start
twice,
getting mad at each other.
Shuffled 3 times, and a magic 4th. Okay. I saw the first couple of matchups, and we've already got a tough one.
Bring it on, Dave.
All right. So, first song from the Beyond Magnetic EP. We have the song Hell and Back. Going up against what many might consider a soon-to-be, given enough time, a modern Metallica classic from the album Hardwired, Moth into Flame.
All right.
I thought you said it's going to be hard.
Yeah. Let me come out first here real quick. That Beyond Magnetic EP, I don't want to show my hand for the other 3 songs you're going to show up somewhere down the line. There's only a couple of songs I would vote those songs over. That Beyond Magnetic EP is a waste of time. They should have left that on the cutting room floor. To Hell and Back is not good at all.
Man, you were selling it earlier.
I was just trying to fucking okey doke.
Probably.
That's an easy Moth in the Flame vote.
Anybody else?
That's the easiest Moth in a Flame of my life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Moth
look,
in the Flame.
not to like short sell this here. Moth in the Flame, great song.
Yeah.
I remember when we heard it for the first time. I just remember being like blown away by like some of the guitar work that was in there. Like just like the chorus was very different than a normal Metallica chorus. Lars had some standout moments in that song. It's about fame. I think you wrote it about Amy Winehouse. So fun song. Also fucking banger live as well.
And we'll talk more about it in round 2, apparently. I'm also a Moth in the Flame vote. I will say, because this is the last time we're going to talk about Hell and Back, the song is musically better than I remembered it being. I think lyrically it still needed a lot of work personally. But I think musically Hell and Back is still better than songs on 72 Seasons. I'm just gonna say,
dude, that song's a dumpster fire.
Okay.
Hey, look, I had never heard that song until this week.
Oh,
I'll probably never listen to it.
Big time fan. All right, Jonah, which one is your vote?
Jonah.
I mean, we're gonna make it a sweep. It's an easy Moth into Flame vote. Hell and Back it's too long. It's too long of a song.
Not
right.
interesting enough to be that long, right?
Yeah, it's
exactly.
That's a Moth in a Flame sweep. All right, guys, look, I was trolling on that first one, but I wasn't trolling on the second one. So
Everybody.
Next, we have the Battle of the Last Songs.
Oh shit.
This could have been the final potentially. We have from 72 Seasons, the real epic, the longest Metallica song recorded, Inamorata.
Yeah.
Going up against probably the strongest Metallica song, some would argue since Justice, some would argue since Black Album, but I think everyone would agree it's really, really good. Spit Out the Bone. This was my nightmare scenario.
Okay. This one is a little tough, but I think I'm going to have to come out with a Spit Out the Bone vote here. I really like. I just when I first heard this song, it did blow me away. Also, it's got a solid riff. It's got a little bass interlude in the middle there, so you know that's going to get points for me. And then James' vocals on this song are like some of the dirtiest that he's done in a long time, and it's a Spit Out the Bone vote for me.
Right on.
Yeah. What is it? So, I mean, look, we've had Inamorata in our lives for 5 months at this point. How is, just anybody's general feelings on the song? How many times have you revisited it? Has it become one of those classic Metallica epics that you go back to, like Outlaw Torn or Fixer or anything like that? Or is it just kind of there?
Let me chime in right here.
Go ahead.
Dave and I decided, it's like, hey man, we haven't revisited 72 Seasons. You check it out and I'll check it out. Dude, and I remember texting him after I finished it. Inamorata is a masterpiece. And it's a song that I should have been revisiting. And I should,
Wow.
it is now. My problem with this is because there's an obvious choice for me, and it's Spit Out the Bone. But I just feel like I haven't been in Inamorata as long as I have been with Spit Out the Bone.
Like, do you think if you had like 5 more years with Inamorata, this might be like a harder vote for you?
Right, exactly. So, I love that song. I'm glad. I always say, like, just not when I'm not enthusiastic about a Metallica album coming out, I still know there's going to be at least 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 great songs. And hey, they delivered that big time on 72 Seasons, and Inamorata's the main reason for me, anyway.
Yeah. So it's a Spit Out the Bone vote. Spit Out the Bone
But
vote for you.
that said, it's Spit Out the Bone. The first time I heard that song, I stood up when that main riff came on. I was sitting on my couch, and I was just like, that shit hyped me. Like, I'm sitting there listening to the whole album, and that's the song that got me to stand up. Like, oh shit!
Like,
I'll
come.
that's it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, just
Yeah,
awesome.
I'll come out here, and I will echo some of what Adrian said. I think this is like just the most unfortunate matchup for Inamorata, because realistically, I think this song is probably better than at least 8 other songs on this list that we have of this set. I thought for sure it was going to make it to the second round. And I hate to spoil things, but I'm going to come out here with the spit out the bone vote for some of the same reasons that Adrian had. It was instantly, similarly to Inamorata, but Spit Out the Bone was just instantly like, oh my God, Metallica can still write a bona fide thrash metal classic.
We were sitting in your car listening to this for the first time, and both of us were just dying laughing and fucking just headbanging about like how good this song was.
Yeah,
we couldn't fucking believe like how tasty that riff was in the beginning.
Yeah,
and just like all the different parts they put in there. I mean,
it's just so like, I don't want to undersell Inamorata because it's already lost, right? Inamorata is realistically the best composition, in my opinion, on 72 Seasons, just like as a whole. And I do think it is a modern classic. It's just, it came out in, when is that, April? It's like,
yeah,
and at the time of recording this, we're in September. It's just like, I just needed more time. If we revisit this 2, 3, 4 years from now, I could easily see myself flipping if this vote ever came up again, but it's a spit out the bone vote for me.
Yeah, Jason.
To what you were saying earlier, for 72 Seasons in general, as an album, it has lost a little bit of luster for me. But the reason I say this is only because I feel like over time, it'll get better. Kind of like Death Magnetic. The longer I listened to it, the better it got. This song in particular, I think, is just a little bit too long right now. At this time, so it's a spit out the bone vote for me as well. But it's actually it's a pretty close vote on this one.
It's too bad it's a sweep, but spit out the bone.
Bad timing.
Yeah, it just sucks because I really wanted Inamorata to get more love.
I mean, look, I don't want to bleed this whole thing dry on the second matchup here, but I am not an Inamorata fan. I don't get it. Like, yeah, it's absolutely fine, as somebody on this show would say. I don't know. It hasn't blown my skirt up yet. Now, to be fair, look, it took Fixer like a long time for me to finally get it. So I'm not saying it won't ever, but right now it's kind of lost on me.
All right. Well, here's a matchup where one of these songs I think is lost on quite a few people, including a member of the band. So we have first up from the album Ride the Lightning, we have the, in my opinion, just like criminally underrated Escape. Escape from that record.
Let's go.
Versus a fan favorite for sure, from the Load record, Where's Your Crown, King Nothing.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
This is actually a very tough matchup. Josh, I want to give the baton to you. You haven't gone first, and also you're the biggest Load fan here, so I'm curious where your vote's going to go.
He definitely is the biggest Load fan here.
I see what you did there, and he's right. Man, this is a good matchup because I to Dave's point, Escape is criminally underrated. And look, I think a lot of Metallica fans just hate it because James Hetfield says he doesn't like it. And so, I think there's a lot of sheep out there that are just like, well, James doesn't like it, I don't like it. But dude, I mean, it's cool, man. I think it's a cool riff to start the song off. I think there's cool vocal melodies in it. Like, I like that song. I've always liked that song from day one. King Nothing. So, King Nothing came around as it's supposed to be like Load's Enter Sandman, essentially. Like, it has so many similarities to that. And it is another one of those songs from day one. Like, when I heard the Load album, I was like, I love this song. Great song. Dude, we got to see it live. They played it live in Dallas. I mean, just They killed it. It was so good.
Yep.
Somebody else gonna have to go, man. I'm not ready.
Oh dang! All that build up.
I'll go. Both songs are very solid songs. I think
They're
one might
absolutely
have a little
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, these two songs are absolutely fine. Neither one of these songs are in my greatness.
So so that means it's a tough matchup for you.
It is a tough matchup. These are very, 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 very close.
Yeah, I agree with Jason. I think this is it's a good mid-tier matchup for sure.
But I'm going to have a definitive answer here, and that's going to be Escape. But it's very, very fine. Very fine.
Interesting.
What pushed it towards Escape?
I think this, for me, I think there's just a little more nostalgia for the older album for this song. I like the chorus a little bit better. And while King Nothing does have a nice jam to it, I think I feel more akin to the old school style for Escape.
Look, hey, and I'm gonna go only because I have a different vote, and so this is the first non-sweep.
Here we
so
go.
I wanna go ahead and make it a little difficult, give it a little spice here. I'm gonna come out with a King Nothing vote here. I think that song, it's not underrated because it is kind of a fan favorite, specifically live. But man, I think King Nothing is a very strong song. And with the kind of spiritual sequel we got on 72 Seasons with Crown of Barbed Wire, that's really made me revisit King Nothing more and appreciate that even more. Dude, I think King Nothing is just a jam, especially the live version with Jason Newsted singing backup vocals. So good. Yeah, I'm gonna come out with a King Nothing vote, man. And I didn't predict I was gonna vote for this song, but I think it gets Escape. Escape is a good song, but I think King Nothing is slightly better, more well put together song in my opinion.
What you got, Jonah?
Well, I'll piggyback off of what Dave said, and I'm going to be a King Nothing vote also. But basically, the last couple of times I heard the song in the car, I was driving, and I could not help but just get into it. Like this song, especially driving, this song slaps. And obviously that bass intro is so good. It's an iconic bass riff. It's got a great solo. I mean, for me, this is like A tier, in my opinion.
Damn, nice.
So, I love this song. And actually, that's a more recent development. I never hated it or disliked it or anything, but these last few times that I listened to it, it definitely jumped up. It jumped up a tier or two for me. So, yeah, it's going to be a King Nothing vote for me.
Oh, getting dicey.
You ready? You ready, Josh?
Let's see where you go.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. You guys already know. Look, I think King Nothing is one of the saving graces for me of the album Load. I mean, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of good reasons for Load, but King Nothing is just, I feel like it's a staple of that album. And it fucking rules. And I hate Escape. I fucking hate it. I hate it before I knew James Hetfield hated it, and I just felt validated when I found out he did. So
man, dude,
it's King
the
Nothing.
only song on that album that I ever skip.
Yeah,
dude, it's razor thin here, and I would lose my shit if they played Escape live, but I'm gonna go King Nothing.
So I'll be the outlier.
Yeah. So to Jonah's point, I do skip Escape a decent amount of time, and that's only because it's got the unfortunate placement on the track order. Because you hear Trapped Under Ice, and Escape starts playing, goes dun dun dun, na na, and then I'm like, no, Creeping Death, let's go.
It changes the vibe.
Yeah. I want to hear dun, 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 dun. Dude, just delete Escape from this album so I can go right to Creeping Death. Look, I love Escape. I'm just saying, on the track listing, if you flip Trapped Under Ice and Escape, I would actually unironically probably listen to Escape more. Because Trapped
I
Under
was going to
Ice.
say, I wonder if its placement makes that big of a difference, and I think it does.
Because I
Like
would listen
after Fade to Black, you mean?
Yeah, if it came in after Fade to Black, and then I went into Escape into Trapped Under Ice, because I don't think I would skip Trapped Under Ice to go into Creeping Death, because Trapped Under Ice is really, really good, really heavy riff.
Well, that's interesting. Might give that a try.
All right, well, it's a 4-1 King Nothing vote, our first non-sweep. All right, we're keeping the interesting ones going here. From the Ride the Lightning album, one of the best Metallica songs ever written, the closer, Call of Cthulhu.
Here we go.
Going up against...
Hey, Dave, hold on. Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu?
That's his vote.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'll pencil you in. Hey, going up against... This album has become one of my personal favorite Metallica albums, and there is part of me that wants to put it in... I would probably put it in the top 4 of Metallica albums. It's from Death Magnetic. The song All Nightmare Long. So fucking good. So fucking good. I love that song. Who's going first?
Jason.
Oh, I already went. So
okay,
that's true.
Look, I'm gonna agree with what Dave just said, and the fact that Death Magnetic has over time has become like one of my favorite like later albums. I think it's underrated.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Go revisit that if you haven't. It's worth it.
All Nightmare Long is not one of my favorite songs on that album.
Well, that's because you're.
So this is actually a pretty easy vote for me. Call of Cthulhu.
Let me come in. So listen, I got a problem with instrumentals. It's pretty well documented if you watch the show. Look, it's not a knock on Call of Cthulhu. There are interesting moments in it. There are great riffs in it. I just don't understand the need for instrumentals on every album. I'm glad when they made the Black Album they broke that trend. For me, so Death Magnetic has been an album that has not really been really high for me. I don't know. There's something about it that just doesn't register super high. But All Nightmare Long was a song that was always very good and always very interesting. And it's one of those that's been a really big grower for me over the years. And like every time I may go like a little bit of time without hearing it, but then every time I come back to it, I'm like, fuck, man, this is a great song. Look, it's hard to tell you how I would vote this if I even appreciated instrumental music. But it's an easy All Nightmare Long.
All right, I'm gonna go next because I want to make Jonah, our guest, choose the winner.
Oh
God!
Because for me, this is not an easy All Nightmare Long vote, but it is an All Nightmare Long vote.
All that talk.
I love Call of Cthulhu. I love it. It's a great song. But as I mentioned before, Death Magnetic stock for the last 2-3 years, basically since I got my hands on the Apple version of this record, which is infinitely better and superior to the Spotify version, like legitimately. If you haven't heard the Apple release, it's way better in terms of production. But All Nightmare Long was always a top tier song for me. The chorus is so good. The song is just super heavy.
James sounds really good on this song.
Yeah, like Hunt You Down Without Mercy. Dude, I love All Nightmare Long. I love this song. Always been a favorite of mine. Even Lars sounds good on this song, which is tough to do in modern Metallica. I'm going All Nightmare Long, tying it up, making our guest of honor here break that tie. You're welcome.
Come on, Jonah. Fucking vote your conscience. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I hate to say it, but this is not a hard vote for me. I didn't say it on the last round, but the tone and the sound of the guitars on Ride the Lightning is one of my favorite of their entire discography. I'm not saying it's the best,
All right,
but I love the way those guitars sound, and Call of Cthulhu is nothing but guitars, and obviously the other instruments as well. But it's unfortunate, but it's going to be a Call of Cthulhu vote for me.
Like an easy one.
Unfortunately, this is super easy for me. I love that song. I love that album.
I like Jonah. He's so intelligent.
Exactly.
I have the opposite. I have the opposite opinion about instrumentals as Josh. I think they have a lot of value in demonstrating the musical capability of the band members. So yeah,
I think Josh doesn't like them because that's Metallica's weak spot. Musical capability. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay. All right. Call of Cthulhu wins in a nail biter? Not really. So
It was pretty close.
Next matchup, I have no idea where this is going to go. Legitimately, we have from one of the greatest heavy metal albums of all time. If it wasn't for production, The Shortest Straw from And Justice for All. I'm just kidding. It's one of the greatest heavy metal albums of all time. Shortest Straw going up against a absolute fan favorite, and often beloved live song from Reload, The Memory Remains.
Oh.
Damn it. I knew it.
I'm just going to come out on the jump, and I don't know how I'm going to vote. So I need somebody else to go first because I couldn't tell you right now.
I know there's some hubbub in the world about the production on Justice, but because the intro for this song, look, there's no bass in it. It's perfect. The intro to this song though is so fucking heavy, bro. That dun 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 dun. Dude, it's so good. The riffs in it are just crazy. Like this is one of those albums like you haven't heard Metallica play riffs like this like before or after. There's a lot of like prog style stuff, right? So very interesting riff choices on this album. This song in particular, I think is I would classify this as a very deep cut. There's like people don't reference Shortest Straw very often when they talk about this album.
Has Metallica like played this live very often? They couldn't have. It's not a live staple, and I don't think it ever has been.
Man. But dude, no, I don't believe so. But I would love to see it live.
Fuck yeah!
If they could do
that's a banger. Yeah. Well, they played it like they did it because I think they played Justice back to front, didn't they? Like a few years back or something. Or maybe 10 years ago, whatever the anniversary was at the time.
It's Josh.
But I have this irrational love for Memory Remains, man. I don't know, dude. It's just like Reload and Load was like that was like when I was just becoming a fan of Metallica. I got those albums. Like I bought Load with my own money. I got Reload as a Christmas present. And I just wore those fucking records out, man. I loved them. And something about Memory Remains it was always just this super fucking cool song. I love the vocal melodies throughout the song. I like the riff. We could go without the da-da-da-das. I get that part, but
that part's the best part, bro. What you mean?
Is it?
Live.
I don't hate it, but that's the part that gets shit most of the time. But live, it's very good.
Yes, live the fans sing it, and that makes it.
Look, it's a tough choice for me because I think Justice is their best album, but I'm gonna go Memory Remains because it's one of my 10 favorite songs.
Damn,
I'll jump in so I can be contrary here. I do not dislike Memory Remains. I think it's a absolutely fine song, and I'll be perfectly open as a simp. If I'm there live, I'm sitting there going da 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 for 15 minutes.
Dude, you sound just like the record.
But that's part of the reason why I'm not a big fan of listening to it in my car. And I just can't go beyond Shortest Straw is just a superior song.
Ooh,
that's fine.
Damn,
that is a valid point.
Hey, I'm still trying to this is a tough one, man. This is the
Jonah, get
hardest
in
one
there.
so far.
Yeah, Jonah, get in there. I put you on the hot seat
All
before.
right,
Now you got an easy
all
vote.
right, all right. Yeah, I mean, easy in some ways, but not easy in other ways. Because yeah, Memory Remains is the sing along element. You know, that's a classic. It's a classic Metallica song. Memory Remains is a classic Metallica song. It really is. Um, but you know, Shortest Straw is on one of the greatest albums of all time. And you know, despite whatever criticisms you may have about the mix for that album, the songs, the composition, the writing that's on display is just so good.
Yeah,
So you know, it's
sure.
going to be a shortest straw vote for me. It is difficult in like I said in that way, but it's going to be a shortest straw vote for me.
Look,
Good, 2-1.
I'm gonna make it easy for you, Adrian. Unfortunately, I think Jonah swayed me with that speech because part of me wanted to go for the underdog song here. I think the Memory Remains is the underdog here in terms of pure songwriting. My brain was leaning heavily into the live aspect of Memory Remains, but if I'm just thinking of album versions here, Shortest Straw is just the superior song. It just is, and it hurts, but I got to go ahead and just give the victory to Shortest Straw here.
Right on. I'll go Memory Remains as a mercy kill. Hey, that's a hard one, man. I'm glad I didn't have to make that choice.
If I would have went Memory, would you have gone Memory? We'll never know,
No,
huh?
we'll never know. I don't know, man. I couldn't choose. I love both songs. I think both songs kick ass. You
Definitely.
say it's a deep cut. And it's unfortunate that it is because that song should be as legendary as everything else on that album.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
in a split decision, Shortest Straw moves on. Dude, this next matchup is really good. We have probably the best song from 72 Seasons, Too Far Gone.
Oh shit.
Going up
okay.
against, speaking of deep cuts, like, I don't know what I would do if they would have played this song in Dallas. I think Josh and I would have just about, like, creamed ourselves after we looked at each other. From Load, House That Jack Built.
Oh,
Super deep cut. Don't know that I've ever heard a live version of this song.
No.
I'm sure it exists somewhere.
And I feel like it's the first time you get Talkbox Metallica.
And
in there
only.
as well.
And only?
Yeah. Dude, that's a tasty Talkbox solo he's got on there, bro.
no.
You said no.
What do you mean no?
Well, I think I already know where two of these votes are going.
Mm.
Look, Too Far Gone. It is definitely a highlight from 72 Seasons. Definitely.
It's an early highlight,
Yeah.
now.
They played it live.
And it was good.
It didn't sound good live.
Ooh.
That's because we were there.
It's because of the sound, but it sounded like they were all over the place. Look, here's what I would say. The next night that they played, when they played If Darkness Had a Sun and there's some of those other tracks, those were better than this one. It did not show up well live. But I do like the chorus. I like the meaning of the song for Too Far Gone. But man, that album came out in 96. I'm bad at math, but that's a long time that I have with that record, with Load and House of Jack Built, dude. Another just deep cut that is so good. I love the Talkbox solo. I know Adrian, I guess, apparently doesn't, but dude, I just think that's a great song, man. That was a grower. It was a grower over the years for sure. It wasn't instantly a great song, but that's one of those. It's grown into being one of my favorites on there. So I'm gonna go House of Jack Built.
Okay.
I'll jump in.
I'm gonna come in hot here. I'm gonna agree with Josh. I'm gonna be a House That Jack Built vote.
What a wild card!
Let me jump in here so I can get this swayed back to the other side. I agree with what Josh and Dave both said that Too Far Gone is a strong early song on the 72 seasons. But it's one of the few songs as of now that it's only it's 5 months old, 4 or 5 months old. I continuously like go back to on that album. I do like the house that Jack built.
Make it through the day.
There's quite a few tasty sections to that song. But for whatever reasons, like I just really love the vocal melody, the harmonizing guitars, and just the groove of "Too Far Gone." It's a "Too Far Gone" vote for me.
Yeah, but the Too Far Gone is just 3.5 minutes or 4 minutes of just like
3.5 minutes of fantastic,
like mid guitar playing. Like House that Jack built, dude.
That's
like,
exactly what is House of Jack built the same thing, but like 5 or 6 minutes long. I mean,
it's House that Jack built is 6 minutes of them exploring the studio. Okay, taking in the ambience of where they're at, right? They're trying to they're trying to like expand their minds to make this new music, man. Dude, it's just more. It's better. It's
more. It's better.
I like both songs. I like both songs. I do. I just think that the house that Jack built is more of a. I mean, it gets skipped a lot. It gets skipped. Too Far Gone is. I think it's just a major highlight on 72 seasons. So I mean, that's why I got to go with that one.
Why? Why do I have to do this now?
The talk box is. I think it's silly. I mean, I don't know.
Look. Look, can we just move both of them on?
No.
I have to choose.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Slowly.
I'm gonna go Too Far Gone here, and the reason is this: House that Jack built has been around for this long, and I've never really, although I like the song and I know I don't skip it, I don't regularly go seek it out. I think Too Far Gone is an early indication of a potential late Metallica classic, because just like Jason, I do actively try to listen to Too Far Gone. I think it is one of the better songs on 72 seasons, and a surprise gem from that album. So I'm gonna give it to Too Far Gone here, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy that a new Metallica song has made it out of the first round, which I didn't think would happen.
Great.
All right, guys.
Would this be considered our first upset?
I think so.
I'm so excited about that.
I think this is the first real upset. Guys, I'm just not going to pull any punches. And hey, look, by the way, if you've made it this far in, 37 minutes into this video, I dog modern Metallica a lot, but it's out of love. I love Metallica. I love everything they do. All right? I'm just letting you know. Here's speaking of dog and Metallica, here's the battle of some of the worst songs Metallica has ever done. From
Here we go. Let's go.
From Hardwired, we have quite possibly, in my opinion, one of the worst things they put to paper. Murder One.
Oh my god.
Going up against, from Reload, I think, Slither.
Yeah.
This.
Hey, look.
If there was one matchup that Murder One would actually have a chance to win, this was the song that he would go against.
Hey, look, let me go first, because I'm going to take a quick piss here in a second. But
Yikes.
I actually like Murder One. I've always actually liked Murder One.
Okay.
But I am not a fan of Slither.
You're not a Slytherin?
God, that was
I thought that was good, actually, bro.
Oh my god. So my vote is going to Murder One.
All right.
Wow.
And it's not close.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to come out and be a different vote. I'm going to come out immediately and go Slither. I think that's an infinitely better song than Murder One. I don't even think it's close. I think Murder One should never been recorded. They should have put Lords of Summer on Hardwired instead. And I'm not sorry.
Yeah, I'm a Slytherin as well. I want to be murdered when I hear Murder One. I want to be the one that's murdered. How about that? That's a very, very yeah. I'm happy with that choice. Easy.
Get in there, Jonah.
I mean, I don't think either of these songs are great. I don't think Murder One is terrible. I think it's just okay. And honestly, I might have voted Murder One if Dave hadn't mentioned that Lords of Summer should have been on the album instead. And I think that swayed me.
Oh, right on.
So I'm. See, the problem with Slither is it's too slow. I think if it was a little bit faster, it would actually be a better song. Because the riff, it lends itself more to being a little faster. Ooh, this is hard. This is actually really hard. I'm going to be a Slither vote.
There we go.
Listen, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the way Slither is written. It's perfect. It's an easy Slither vote. It's pretty rare when you listen to a song for the first time and you instantly know that the song is terrible, that there is no redeeming factor or quality to it whatsoever, and that you instantly know it is probably the worst Metallica song ever written. And there are songs like Purified and Invisible Kid out there.
Dude, when we listened to, because we listened to Hardwired together for the first time in my car, when Murder One came on, we were cruising. We were going through the whole album, laughing, just having the greatest time. Even on the songs that, in hindsight, are on the lower side of that record, we were loving everything. And I remember when Murder One came on, and it was about 30 seconds to about a minute in. Josh and I just look at each other and be like, I don't know about this one. Like, it was immediate. And then it finished, and we were like, that was all right. That was all right. Like, we were trying our best to stay hype, and then Spit Out the Bone comes on, and it was like, yeah, here we go.
Fucking save the day, thankfully. But, dude, so we should say Murder One, written about Lemmy, which is, big friend of Metallica. I believe one of Lars' favorite bands is Motorhead.
Could they have written him a better song if they wanted to pay tribute to him?
Man, dude.
I mean, I thought they did.
No, that's a terrible song. It's a terrible song.
Am I the only one who's voting for Murder One?
Yeah, and I think that says a lot. All right. All right, for those keeping score, I think this is a tough matchup. This is the final round one matchup of the night. We have Jump in the Fire from Kill 'Em All going up against one of the best songs from Saint Anger, Dirty Window. I mean that genuinely serious.
Of course you are. So first of all, it's easily Dirty Window for me there.
Like, I have
easily fucking Dirty Window. That song fucking rules, dude. Jump in the fire. I want to jump in the fire when that fucking song comes on, dude.
I want to put my face through a dirty window every time I hear it.
Look, I'm.
All right, so apparently we got two votes already. we got a Dirty Window and a Jump in the Fire.
Look, I'm coming out quick. I'm hitting the board on this thing. I'm coming out quick with a Dirty Window vote. Not even close. Jump in the Fire is jumping in terrible. Like that song. It might be one of the worst songs off of Kill 'Em All.
Jonah, you want to
go? I'll let you go.
All right. Look, Jump in the Fire has been historically one of my least favorite Metallica songs ever. I would tell you over the last, 10 years or whatnot, I've been spending some more time with it. Like, it's getting better for me. Like, it's not I don't skip it anymore. I would skip that song before. Now, like, especially even hearing it today a couple times, I was like, fuck, man, it's a good song. But, dude, I got this love for Saint Anger. We all know it. And look, they played Dirty Window live when we saw them in Dallas, and it fucking killed, bro.
Hey, you know what was really good about the live version? It's weird. Solo. It's weird how it had a guitar solo and it actually like fit in the song and it worked, and it's kind of crazy, right? I thought
it's the original version is fine. Ever.
All right, so that's a 3-1 Dirty Window vote. So Jonah, this is purely a cosmetic thing at this point. Well, what's your vote?
If there's any song that Dirty Window could have beat from this list, it would probably be Jump in the Fire. So I'm going to be a dirty window vote also.
Nice.
There you go,
Hey,
Jonah.
and
Way to be.
But
just to be clear, I don't like Jump in the Fire either.
but also to be clear,
have
I
your
don't
face put through a dirty window.
like. I don't think you like a dirty window either, do you, Jonah?
No, and I'll have words about it next round.
Okay. All right. So, all right, there we go. All right, round one complete. So things will pick up a little bit faster potentially going forward. But dude, we got a tough matchup here. Probably matchup of the night. Moth into Flame going up against Spit Out the Bone in round two.
Oh shit!
Damn it. I'm gonna
come in out as a Spit Out the Bone vote.
I'll second that.
Damn.
God, it's already an early lead for Spit Out the Bone.
Okay.
I'm not ready for
All right,
Moth
hold
to be done yet. I'm not
Here
ready.
we go. You know what, man? It's Moth into Flame for me. And here's why. I actually sit through Moth into Flame and enjoy the whole song. Spit Out the Bone's an easy skip after the first 2 minutes. Always, every time.
Bullshit. The bridge is the best part.
But you have to get through all the other bullshit.
All the other bullshit is the riffs in the first 2 minutes.
Dude, you are so wrong. I'm talking about the guitar solo. The guitar solo's good, sure, but then you have to sit through the shit before it. Please God, no. Skip. It's Moth into Flame.
All right,
Easy Moth into Flame for
I'm
me.
jump in here because I'm not going to make it easy for Dave.
Why?
Moth into Flame is where I realized that Hardwired was going to be a good album for me. It was one of the first ones.
That is a good sell.
And Atlas, that one on an Atlas.
But
Flame
Dave, remember the reaction you had when you listen to.
He's still talking.
I'm sorry.
Josh is already selling.
Already trying to make the sell and shit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Moth to Flame.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, remember how you felt when you listened to Spit Out the Bone for the first time, and we were sitting there thinking like, dude, how's he gonna sell this Spit Out the Bone line?
Spit out the bone,
bro. And then he hits it with those real guttural vocals, and dude, you were fucking giggling like a little girl. Do you remember how you felt that night? Invoke that.
Okay. All right.
Or you could just
The way he delivers it, that's the hardest James Hetfield line in the past 20 years.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it the best.
No, but all the riffs in the song make it the best.
To be straight up,
Like the one riff.
both of these songs deserve to move on, because whichever song loses here could probably beat half the songs left in round two, straight up. But it is Spit Out the Bone.
Let's go.
It is a modern Metallica classic, probably the best song they've written in the past 3 albums, which for Metallica is like 20 plus years. You said no. All right, hey, look, another tough matchup here in round 2. Lost camera. I flipped to the center for temporarily, but we'll keep moving. We have King Nothing going up against Call of Cthulhu.
Oh.
King Nothing.
Look, King Nothing has nothing on Call of Cthulhu.
Damn.
Wow, dude, you really had to stretch to get that one. Good for you.
Yeah, it was real hard.
Damn, that's already 2-1.
I'm calling for Cthulhu.
Okay, that's 3.
Easiest Call of Cthulhu of my life.
That's 3, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who hasn't voted. I'll throw.
Technically, I haven't voted yet.
What's that? Oh, then it's only 2-1.
Technically, I didn't vote yet.
Okay, 2-1. 2-1. Jonah, where are you going?
So I thought for sure coming into this that I was gonna. I'll be transparent here. Call of Cthulhu was my favorite. Was my favorite to take it, but there's just something about King Nothing. And there's something about King Nothing, not nothing. I think when you combine everything that King Nothing has, that it just barely edges out Call of Cthulhu. And I didn't expect myself to make.
You mean vocals?
I mean, no. To your point, what the vocals of King Nothing add to that song, it makes it a great song. Like I said, I think that's a classic Metallica song. Like that deserves to be up there. So I'm in an upset to myself. To be perfectly honest, I'm going to vote King Nothing.
All right, so I have another tie. I have another tie to break.
Dave said. I heard Dave start to say, "I'm gonna throw King Nothing a vote." I heard him say that.
I mean, that was a
Cannot
throwaway
go
vote.
back, Dave.
You heard him say, "I'm gonna throw." I didn't hear him say anything after that.
Okay,
He's throwing words out his fucking mouth.
He knows what he was gonna say.
let me pull a Uno reverse real quick. By the way, I'm voting first next time. I'm done being the deciding vote. This is like the third time already. Nope, not happening again. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna throw away a vote to King Nothing because it's Call of Cthulhu. I love King Nothing, but it's got to be Call of Cthulhu at this point. It's got to be
a bullshit vote.
No,
fucking that's a chicken shit vote.
It's the correct vote. All right, we got the shortest straw going up against Too Far Gone. Cinderella Story for Too Far Gone is nice, but it's shortest straw for me.
Shortest
story. Yep.
Okay.
Shortest straw.
Okay, that's 3-0 so far.
I'm gonna give and this is not a throwaway vote. I like Too Far Gone a lot. This when I saw this bracket, this one was in my top 3. I love this song. I really do. For a new Metallica song, I don't think it's going to get worse with time with me. So I would give it Too Far Gone.
All right, Jonah, where are you at?
So this I didn't say it last time, but I'll say it real fast. Too Far Gone, it's pretty good. It's definitely a throwback to Kill 'Em All with some of the riffs and stuff. And this could either be counted as a positive or a negative, depending on how you look at it. But I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but like I think at least 2 of the solos are basically lifted straight off of Kill 'Em All, like at least the first part of the solo. And like I said, you can either count that as a good thing or a bad thing, but it's very clearly a throwback or an homage to that first album. But I'm going to be a shortest straw vote for sure.
All right, 4-1, shortest straw. Moving on here, final matchup.
I'm not mad.
Yeah, final matchup of the second round. This is kind of the battle of the underdog songs. They kind of made it here at the end, having their own mini little tournament here. We got Slither going up against Dirty Window. I'm gonna come out early. Dirty Window all day, every day. Dirty Window for me.
Can't even believe Dirty Window got this far.
And it's
Dirty Window,
and it's gonna move on
forward again.
Dirty Window,
baby.
That's 3-1. Jonah, where you at?
I'm gonna be.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna be a Slither vote here. Dirty Window does have some redeeming qualities, and I think that album, it definitely gets a lot more hate than it deserves. It has aged very well. But
agreed.
But
I'm gonna quote somebody very smart about that record that they said it's a modern metal classic, quoted by Adrian Gomez.
That's right.
It's a Slither vote for me. It's definitely
a Slither vote.
Lesser skippers for me.
All right. As in Harry Potter, the Slytherins come out second. Dirty Window moves on with 3 votes here. That joke was terrible, just like Slither. And we got semifinals.
Here we go.
We got Spit Out the Bone. Unsurprisingly, kind of. Going up against Call of Cthulhu. Man, making a run.
Shit.
Making a run here.
Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, that was quick. Okay. Call of Cthulhu.
The better song. Call of Cthulhu, obviously.
Spit Out the Bone.
Nope. I'm going next. It's not happening again. I'm going next. I love Spit Out the Bone. I do. I do.
I hate my friends.
But are you going to give it a vote, Dave, or what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Spit it out, Dave. Speaking of spitting shit out.
Spit it out. Man, my Apocalypse. What a good song.
Oh my god, it's getting hot over there in Dave's land.
Dude, okay, somebody else go. I can't go. Never mind. I'm not ready.
Call of Cthulhu.
Heyo.
All right, this is
I already know where he's gonna go.
this is the closest of the
Fuck out here.
matchups we've had, and by one solitary point on the way I score songs, it's a spit out the bone vote.
Oh, let's
What?
fucking go!
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Let's go, Fossil. I hated you, and now I love you.
Oh, no.
Come on, Dave.
Do it,
Spit out the
Dave.
vote.
Yeah, Dave.
Spit out the
you're
vote.
deciding vote again, huh?
Spit out the vote.
Come on, bro. You have to vote
Make
for
the
Spit Out
right
Bone because
call
how
of
good the Spit Out the
Cthulhu.
vote was.
Make the right call of Cthulhu. Spit out the vote. Dude, these fucking puns are so good. Look, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Right when I think I'm gonna vote. Here's the thing. One of these songs is one of the best things they've done in the last 20 years, and one of these things is
One of the best things they've done in the last 40 years.
yeah,
The
kind of.
best thing they've ever done.
Is it though?
Yeah. Yes.
Come on, Dave, you're killing me.
Dave, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is this better than Orion?
It's not, but that's not what it's going up against.
Right, but I mean, look, we can't just flood, this thing with like substandard material. We need songs that are going to be good, right? If you're going to have Call of Cthulhu up there and it's going to go against Orion, and Orion's going to win, at least we could put forward Spit Out the Bone, which has a really good chance to beat Orion because it's better than Orion.
It's not even close.
I'm gonna go Spit. Only because I think Spit Out the Bone
It's better than Call of Cthulhu.
No, when I first heard Spit Out the Bone, I was genuinely blown away. That could be because the bar was lower at the time that I heard it.
Exactly what it was.
But when I first heard Call of Cthulhu, I knew it was a great song, but I would never say that I was like I know for a fact I was not like blown away at the song.
You remember hearing the ending to that song though?
I have. It's good. It's a very it's a great song.
Dude, I never hear the ending of that song ever.
Unfortunately for you.
And I skipped the fuck out of that song.
That was close. That was probably the closest, the hardest vote for me tonight.
Terrible
That
choice.
was the closest vote for me.
Shortest straw versus dirty window. I'm gonna come out. This is a quick and easy shortest straw vote for me.
Dirty Window.
Dirty Window has no right being this far in this first bracket.
It deserves to
I
move
agree.
forward.
Oh
Shortest
shit.
straw.
Okay, so it's 3-1. Adrian, vote however you want.
Dirty window.
Is that how
Good
you
job,
were?
Adrian.
Is that how you were gonna vote?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Adrian's intelligent.
Okay. All right. Before we get to the final matchup, just for funsies, we like to do what is it called? The kind of the losers.
Dirty toilet water.
Yeah, the loser match. So
Dirty Window.
Match.
Call of Cthulhu going up against Dirty Window.
Dirty Window.
Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu.
I'd go Call of Cthulhu as well.
Shut the fuck up, Dave. Dirty window.
Yeah.
Okay, in the finals, we have Spit Out the Bone going up against the Shortest Straw. This is not what I predicted to be the first final.
But now,
Me
for
either.
full transparency, this is now the closest because I have both of these songs exactly the same score.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to go first.
No. I can't.
Shortest straw because I'm salty.
Dude, I don't want to make this easy for anybody. My instinct was to go Shortest Straw here because I think it's an underappreciated song, and I think it deserves some time in the spotlight. I think Spit Out the Bone does get a lot of spotlight these days because it's like recency bias. I think Shortest Straw is an underappreciated classic, and I'm gonna go Shortest Straw here. And look, that might make this anticlimactic, but
What did Shortest Straw go against in the last round again? Can you see that?
Dirty Window.
Yeah, I've only voted for Shortest Straw once today. I voted for 2 other songs against it, which must mean I don't think it's the greatest Metallica song of all time. Not that it's not good. I'm going to go Spit Out the Bone. I'm going to keep riding that wave.
Go ahead, Jonah.
What is it? 1-1 right now?
It's 2-1. 2-1 in favor of Shortest Straw.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. This is tough for sure.
Jonah,
because if we're thinking about the best Metallica
song, you're a bass player. Think about the lack of bass on Injustice for All. Doesn't it just make you sick?
You're the one who says you don't care.
The production on that album is terrible. They should not have done that to Jason Newsted.
Look at him. Look at him jumping on that when he doesn't care normally. God. Only when it benefits him.
I will tell you this. I've been going back and like really studying a lot of what Jason did after this album. And I've really, really grown to appreciate Jason Newsted.
Yeah, he plays great on the Black Album. He just didn't play on Justice.
I mean, dang. If I have to pick one,
you do,
of what I think is the better song, I'm going to pick Shortest Straw.
All right, well, that's it.
That's butt cheeks.
And just to get my vote through, I am going to agree with Jonah. I think it is just like coin flip better than Spit Out the Bone.
Yeah,
well, let's flip a coin then.
Let's flip a coin. Nah, dude. no. That's how we did this the last time.
No, the right song won last time.
All right.
I can't wait till we get back to Harvester.
So
run, dude.
In an unexpected turn of events,
that's not the song I thought that was going to make it.
I didn't either, and
me neither.
And some might argue, did it go through the toughest matchups to get here? You know what? That doesn't matter. It took the crown. Shortest Straw wins the first of 8 Master of Brackets to move on to the finale.
So it's instantly a top 8 Metallica song.
It's instantly now a top 8 Metallica song.
It was tied for my my top 3.
Whoa!
I would not. I did not have Shortest Straw on my radar as far as like winning.
Me neither.
But hey,
I'm gonna make a bold prediction and say that Shortest Straw doesn't make it out of the first round of its next matchup.
No shit.
It depends.
That's just a prediction.
All right.
Well, that depends. I mean, look, if it goes up against one, it could beat it.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Josh, take us home.
Okay. Hey, hope you guys like the video here. We got 7 more of them coming, so I really do hope you like it, okay? And if you do, go ahead and hit that like, hit the subscribe. We're putting out weekly metal content. We got metal reactions, metal reviews, metal time machines, metal brackets, and all kinds of other cool shit. And hey, in the meantime, live long and prosper.
Take it easy, everybody.
Yeah.
Later.
Don't say anything.
Nope.